We'll see. Sorry, y'all. It said I lost connection. Sorry, I lost it. It said my connection got unstable and kicked me out. But just to let y'all know, that wasn't. I did not come up with that demonstration. There was a preacher on YouTube that did that demonstration for me to be able to understand things. I'm good, hun. I'm good. Yeah, honey, I got kicked out. But just so y'all know, that demonstration was from a preacher that I did watch on YouTube. So I tell you what, I have the worst internet out here, y'all, you ever seen in your life. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. I'm so sorry, y'all. I didn't mean to get bumped off. I sitting here talking to y'all, and it said my chat. I lost connection with my chat. I sat there, kept talking, and then it said my connection was unstable and just went to doing this stuff. So anyway, but for the ones that's coming in here, the demonstration I did was not mine. It was a young preacher on YouTube. I can't remember his name. I just kind of took and made my deal out of it because he was very elegant, very, he was amazing doing it. And he got me to understand. Hey, Amy Lynn. So anyway, I hope the others find it. I didn't mean to just leave y'all hanging. And I'm sorry I broke down. But that is a very touchy subject with me. Hey, Virginia, how are you feeling, babe? How, did everything go okay with the doctor? But I want to thank all of y'all for all the support you've given me and that you continue to give me. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Oh, thank you, Tim. How are you doing, honey? Oh, well, that's good, Virginia. I'm glad it's helping. I love y'all too. but every one of y'all has become like family to me. And I can't handle family hurting or y'all ain't just friends. Y'all's family. And I can't handle it when my family's hurting. Night, Monica. You have a blessed night too, sweetheart. I imagine. How's the drone going? Before you go to bed, can you answer that for me? Let me check. Y'all, I'm going to have to check that fire real quick. Have I heard from Bill? Which Bill, sweetheart? I've got several Bills. All right, Amy, you take care. You have a blessed night, sweetheart. I heard from Bill. Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. It's one of them days. Um, but he's I understand, Tim. Well, right now he's got a bunch of babies hitting the ground. He's had I forgot how many goats he's had that's delivering babies. So most likely he's having to sleep during the day and be up at night. Oh, thank you, Heather. Love you, girl. But he's got babies dropping right now. I think he said he had, I can't remember if he has 2 or 3 weeks of babies dropping. Yeah. Yeah, let me throw some wood in that wood stove. Oh, you crazy cat. But yeah, I don't know when he'll be posting videos because I think, bless his heart, I think he's having to sleep pretty much during the day. Because you know goats, they ain't going to have them during the day when normal people are up. And I lost Pandora. I guess it was old age. She was one of the Kikos that I had got from Bill. And, but the good side is it looks like Maud's bag is starting to fill. And I should be having some babies soon. Usually anywhere from 7 to 9 years old. Now, there has been some that's lived quite a bit longer, but usually about 7 to 9. And Pandora, she was getting up there, I believe. Hey, Dakota family, how are y'all? Oh, you have kittens. I have not mastered that. I can make the farmer's cheese from the goat milk, but I haven't mastered the other yet. I just don't think I'm smart enough to do it. On goats, meat goats, goats are awesome for controlling brush. Yeah, goat milk is expensive. Yeah, it's goat cheese, but it's not the. I want to learn how to make, like the mozzarella. Oh, you silly cat, you scared me. I want to learn how to make like the cream cheese. It is very healthy. It is very healthy. I don't know who texts me. Oh, Shaky. Okay, I got it, Shaky. I haven't found it to be easy. Like I said, I have not mastered it yet. Oh, yes, I do yogurt. I love yogurt. Yeah, this cat's a pain in the patootie, y'all. She's wanting to be held, but she don't want you to do it when you want to do it. It has to be on her time, and if you don't do it, she'll force you to do it. She keeps getting fat, she's gonna look like me. Because she is packing on pounds. But I haven't mastered the art of good cheese making yet. Yeah, there is. I have never tasted kefir, but I love yogurt. And I tell you what, not Shaky. I got your message, brother. Thank you. And my granddaughter, Lena, she's the one that's 7. She'll eat my yogurt before she'll eat ice cream. As I mean, as soon as she gets here, first thing she'll do is, Nanny, you got any goat yogurt? Now, see, I haven't had no issues making yogurt. I can make yogurt like you would not believe. But of course, when I make the yogurt, Lena makes sure I make granola, and she makes sure Nana gets strawberries and gets them all juiced up. And she says, Nana, this is better than ice cream. Oh, really? Well, what do you put in kefir? To me, that would be just clabbered milk. I don't know what kefir grains are. Yes, kitty. Y'all see where her paw's at. I'll have to try it. I'll have to find kefir grains, but whatever that is. Yes, you crazy cat. I don't know if y'all be able to see this or not. Look at that crazy cat. Oh, it looks like cauliflower. So does it have chunks in it? I mean, when you make the kefir, is it chunky? Because if it's chunky, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, okay. Not Virginia. You have a blessed night, honey. Oh, it's an ice cream? Huh. I didn't know that. So is it kind of like a yeast? Oh, wow. It tastes like a drinkable yogurt. Love it, darn. Oh, so it don't get thick like yogurt? Crazy cat. Cornish cream teas. Okay. Okay, cat. Dang. Clotted cream. Huh. It gets thick, just not as thick as yogurt. Oh, now see, I really like the consistency of yogurt, but I'll try it. Oh, okay. Why are you looking at me like that? Huh. Well, heck, I'll try it. I do too. I use it as sour cream. Oh my gosh, you crazy cat. Indian dishes use yogurt, and white dishes like we use sour cream. Well, heck, I'll try it. I've never tasted it, but I like to give stuff tries. Now, how do you grow your kefir? Oh my gosh, you crazy cat. Oh, you use it in mushroom soup. Huh. Will you please go somewhere else? Hmm? Yeah, I like probiotics too. Oh, yeah, they are. That's my tea. No. I love chili with sour cream on top and cheese. As a matter of fact, there's not a whole lot I don't like with sour cream on it. I've never had yeah, I've never had it. I had never even heard of it until brain for it. Reap what you sow was talking about it. Oh yeah, and cheddar. Sure. I've never had I never had that stuff. I think I've been hiding under a rock. I like pickles and I like sauerkraut. I've not had anything else fermented as far as I know. But I've never had kombucha, kombucha, however you pronounce it. Kombucha. Thank you, Dave. I have never had that. But I do like sauerkraut, and sauerkraut's fermented. I love sauerkraut. I tell you what, I've been having trouble finding. I have been searching heck and high water here in McAlester for chow chow. I can't find no chow chow anywhere, and I don't have none of the stuff to make a chow chow. And plus, I don't know how to make chow chow. I'll have to watch YouTube. But I have been searching heck and high water looking for chow chow in McAlester. You can't find it. Oh, wow. Chow chow was a dog you had. I like chow chow. If I eat beans, I want chow chow on my beans because I can't stand beans. And I fixed a pot of beans tonight for dinner because Rick loves some nasty things. And I couldn't eat none because I don't have no chow chow. You haven't made kraut for a long while? I haven't made kraut and I haven't made kraut since I had a garden. And that's been too long ago because Rick won't let me have a garden, but I'm going to fool him. I'm going to grow garden in tubs this year. I'm tired of not having my own food. Yep, I had a blue tongue. Beans need to soak in ACV to break down the stuff that is toxic. Pinto beans? I let them soak. But I don't like pinto beans. Rick loves them stupid things. I don't. I'll add apple cider vinegar to my soaking water. Okay. I just don't like beans. I can't stand the taste of beans. But there's a reason. My mama burnt me out on them stupid things when I was a kid because that's all we had 6 days a week was beans and taters. And to change it up, the next night we had taters and beans. I love taters. Can't stand beans. When Rick and I got together, he couldn't stand beans. And I thought, oh, this is going to be a wonderful relationship. And then the last few years, will you make a pot of beans? Oh, I can't stand beans. Unless they're green beans. I love green beans. I don't mind beans in my chili. Don't mind beans in soup. But I don't want a bowl of beans and cornbread. No, thank you, sir. My supper tonight, because we had beans and cornbread, I ate cornbread and milk. Indians use chickpea powder. Huh. I don't know what it, as far as I know, I've never had a chickpea. There's a lot of things I've never had. I didn't have buttermilk. I just had milk. Very true, Dave. Very true. I don't know that I've ever had a garbanzo bean. As far as I know, I've never had such a thing. Unless maybe they're in something that I've ate that I didn't know they were in. The only way I like beans is in other foods or bean dip. Fat girl here can eat bean dip, but I can not tolerate beans and cornbread. It must be some fancy salad because I've never seen any of them. I'll have to try them. Hey, Dave. But as far as I know, somebody was talking about garbanzo beans last night and chickpeas. Something about a hummus. I've never ate hummus. I have no idea what hummus is. Somebody was telling me it was a bean paste. So, oh, usually at the buffet salad bars. Well, see, I probably didn't know what they were, and I didn't put them on my food. I'm not missing anything. Hummus is 99% garbanzo bean mashed with oil and seasoning. Well, that don't sound too good. I guess it depends on what kind of seasoning. I hate beans. And you can thank my mama for me hating beans. Like I said, I like them in chili. I like them in soups. But I won't sit and eat a bowl of beans. I will do without. Hey, Rob. Honey, you should have seen all the ham I added to those beans tonight. And I tried it and I still couldn't. Mm-mm. Oh, I wish I could go for a steak. I will eat a bologna sandwich or do without before I eat beans. The last time I ate beans, as far as a bowl of beans goes, and not green beans because I love green beans, but a bowl of pinto beans, the last time I ate a bowl of pinto beans or was trying to eat a bowl of pinto beans, I got the beans, I put them in my mouth, went to chewing. Next thing I know, it was just automatic reflex of starting to gag. Oh, girl, I love fried bologna sandwiches. But tonight I ate cornbread and milk. That was my supper. Oh, and Rob. Mr. Rob thinks he's my best friend. And he will run to meet Rick when Rick pulls up from work. Him and my red rooster and Dave, the Polish rooster, will run to meet the vehicles. They think they're dogs. I don't guess I've ate the 15 bean soup mix. Tomato sandwich toasted. Ooh. I think I ate a gyro once. Is it lamb meat? If it is, I've ate lamb and didn't know it. Hey, cornbread and milk was dessert for your dad. That was my supper tonight, girl. See, I don't know if I mean if a gyro is lamb, then I've ate a gyro. But as far as just eating lamb, as far as I know, I never have, unless it's in a gyro. And if it is, I've ate lamb. Now, see, I could live on mayo and avocado sandwiches. You know, you put your mayo on there. You toast your bread. You put your mayo on there. Slice your avocados very thin, and salt and pepper it. And now I could live on those. Oh, they put yogurt on gyros? I didn't know that. Well, see, Dave, I don't know what it was. Um, one of my friends wanted to stop at a mall. I think it was the Shawnee Mall years and years and years ago. And there was this place it had this big meat. It looked like a bunch of pressed meat on this big thing, and this guy took some sort of like a draw knife, and this thing was spinning, and he would take this draw knife and go down it, and he put it on this fat looking kind of reminds you of pita bread, and put something on it and just handed it to you. That was good. But it looked like a bunch of meat that had been ground up and compressed into this big glob of a piece of meat that had been cooked, and he just avocado is good. Our God's celery needs vanilla ice cream. I've never had it on vanilla ice cream. Was it in Shawnee Mall, Joe? And if Joe knows, she knows that's been many, many years ago. Yeah, they sliver it. I mean, just little slivers. So that would have been probably, I'm sure it was at least 25 years ago that I had it. And I don't know how long that place has been out of business. Because I know the last time I went up there, which was to that mall, which was, oh my gosh, probably 10 years ago, it wasn't there. Or if it was, I didn't see it. If we all had a slipper machine, we'd be all set. Yeah, he used this. It looked like a draw knife, like, hey, Toonstead. We are great, sweetheart. How are you? Y'all feel free to mingle. It looked like a draw, I say it looked like a draw knife, like the guys that used to use those draw knives to carve wood, where they would draw like this, making adobo or something. That's what it reminded me of. It had two handles, and he would come down the meat concoction. Well, hello, Miss Betty. You're up awful late. So if Joe's right, I have had beef and lamb together. But yeah, but as far as just having lamb, I've never had lamb. Now I'm going to tell you what I have had, and I've had pygmy goat. I'm not a fan. It's very stringy. But of course, I was told that the way it was cooked was not cooked right, and I didn't cook it. So I have decided this year, if I have a billy, if Maud gives me a billy, I am going to band it and take it to butcher. Because I want to know what goat actually taste like cooked right. But I'm going to be watching a lot of YouTube videos to find out how to actually cook it. I'll have to see if Daniel Arms has videos on cooking a goat. I don't know if he does or not. But I do know I don't like beans. I'm probably the only country girl around that can't stand beans. But y'all think I've lived under a rock? Miss Betty lived under a rock. He probably just sits. Oh my God. Oh, I'm not going vegan. Mm-mm. I like meat. Tell me how you really feel. It looks like a huge bobber, like you would put in a sewing machine with thread on it. Okay, what are you talking about, Dave? What did I miss? I've had barbecued raccoon. That is good. I've had barbecued raccoon. And my dad talked about barbecued goat. But I've never had barbecued goat. My mother-in-law, she butchered some pygmy goats. And she would cook them as a roast. And I'm going to tell y'all what. It kept getting bigger in my mouth. It was very stringy. And I looked at my husband because we were dating. And I said, "What is this?" And he goes, "It's roast." I looked at him. I said, "It ain't beef or pork." And he goes, "How do you know?" I said, "Because it does not taste like beef or pork." And he busted out laughing. And I was trying so hard to eat this, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger in my mouth. Finally, I had to excuse myself from the table and go outside and get that mess out of my mouth. And they were all in there just eating the heck out of it and laughing. And I finally asked him, I said, "What in the world kind of meat was that?" And his mom goes, "A roast." I said, "It might have been a roast, but I said it wasn't beef or pork." And she got tickled and she said it was goat. And I looked at Rick. I said, "From now on, when we come out here, if she has goat," I said, "you're eating my portion." So, I mean, from then on, I did not eat roast at her house because I could not stomach it. But it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I started out with a tiny little piece. I mean, a tiny little piece. And that sucker, by the time I got through chewing, I had a mouthful. I don't know if I'm stuck again or not. Is this thing still going? Oh, Betty, you missed our game earlier. We had a giveaway. Oh, the meat holder I mentioned. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what it was. It did kind of look like a big bobber. You're right. Now, Friday, we're going to be having another giveaway. But you'll have to watch Friday's video to find out what's being given away Friday night on the live. But anybody that has kids, trust me, you're going to want them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Joe. But I swear it looked like that man was using one of those draw knives on it. But whatever, I mean, it was I guess it was a gyro. My goodness, it was good. But I've never been able to afford lamb. So I've never had lamb. So are you having to work tonight, Joe? And when's your next video coming out, girl? I tell you what, I didn't see anything from you for so long. I was like, is she okay? I've never seen lamb in a grocery store here. But I was like, when it came out about around Christmas, I was like, holy crap, Joe's got a video. Ah. Okay, Seth. I'm glad y'all are talking, honey. Oh, see, we don't have such thing as specialty shops around here. We lived in Oklahoma. I don't, well, you know what, Rob? Lavera's may have it. I'll have to look. I don't go to Lavera's very often because they're expensive. Girl, I don't know that we're ever going to get cold enough. I tell you what, Rick's been making me keep this one going, and he's been about to burn me out of this house. Uh, Now, a guy over here, he raises his own lambs. Oh my gosh, he lives about 5 miles from me. He said him and his wife gets it from somewhere, but they pay $16 a pound for lamb. Okay, see, we have Lavera's, which is an Italian market in Krebs, which is outside of McAllister. So I may look there and see if they got it. I may just look at it to see if they got it. I probably won't be able to buy it. The only way I'd be able to get it is maybe if Lacey and Kate were not here and it was just me and Rick for our anniversary, because our anniversary is the 22nd. But I'd have to do a lot of studying to figure out how to cook it. No, honey, there's not a deli in our main town. I mean, we got Walmart. Walmart has a deli, but it's not. It's a hick deli. Yeah, that's exactly. Chicken gizzards and lamb fries. That's specialty shop here. Kate's bio mom took Rick and I out to eat at Rosanna's, which is an Italian restaurant, and we ordered lamb fries. And Rick, I mean, and we love Rosanna's. We always loved Rosanna's lamb fries. So me and Rick both took a bite and we looked at each other, and Rick goes, "Babe, I like yours better." I just hate cleaning them. Ugh. For the ones that may not know what lamb fries are, they're not really from lambs, they're from calves that's been castrated. It's the things they castrate off. Oh, Betty, they're good. Oh, Rob, they're good. Me and Rick love them. It gives a whole new term to that song, Man Eater, don't it? Just thought about that. That's what lamb fries are, is Rocky Mountain oysters. Oh. But they're so good. Oh, come on, Rob. Oh, does John like them too? Oh, I don't want no beans. Ooh, yuck. Do you? Oh, Brenda, you're going to have to let me know when they have them. I got to come down there. You don't, nobody you know eats weird stuff. Coming from the lady that eat my chocolate gravy with marshmallows. Come on. Y'all, they wanted chocolate gravy. They'd never heard of it. So I made them chocolate gravy. Told them that you put it over biscuits. What do? They start dipping graham crackers in it. They start dipping marshmallows in it. And I'm looking at these people like they're nuts. Do they have them in Stillwater? There is a stupid fly back there. Where'd he go? I didn't know Oklahoma had them. Well, they had never had chocolate gravy. They had never heard of it. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. Not here, it ain't. We've been having a lot of warm weather. It was 70. Wasn't it 70 here today, Rob? Rocky Mountain oyster sliders. I do have a video up of me cooking Rocky Mountain oysters. Betty goes, no, no. I'm even cleaning the boogers. Like I said, I don't like cleaning them. That's the one you didn't watch. She would have fell out if she'd have seen me tasting it. It should have just been. Yeah, they said we were supposed to get snow this weekend. Then they changed it to, well, no, we're going to get raining in the 40s. I don't know. Do you know what our weekend's supposed to do, Rob? Let it play in no sound. Shame on you. You'd learn how to fix them. I have to let Rob's play when their bees are on. I'll let his play, but I have to walk away because I can't handle the bees. There's something about that I don't mind the buzz of one bee, don't mind the buzz of two bees. But when there's a bunch of bees buzzing, I get anxiety. I start, I have to get away. I can't handle I can't handle the swarming of the bees. I will literally freak out. And we walked down there close to his bees. Thank God it was raining and kind of cold. Oh, no, 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 no. Your magic and my magic's two different things. And every time he goes out there and he has on a pair of shorts and he's working, I'm like, oh my God, you're killing me here. They still get actors. Oh, I tell you what, I don't know how in the world he does it. I would be I'd be running and screaming like a wild banshee, and they would all come after me because I would be the idiot running and screaming. I don't I don't know. I don't mind bees out in the yard because my yard gets bees, okay? But it is something about those bees swarming around his camera. I just flip out. I just cannot handle it. And I can handle a lot of things, but I can't handle that. I'll tell him, Rob, I'll let them play, but I can't watch them. You know, yeah, they do not like your camera. Oh, but they'll get to swarming that camera. I'm okay if the bees stay away from the camera. But once those suckers start swarming that camera and diving and zipping, and I lose it. I lose it. I guess it is. I guess it is that high pitched noise because it's when I start hearing that noise, I just start shaking and I get nervous and I have to get up and leave. Welcome back, Kim. But yeah, you and y'all, you ought to see Rob's greenhouse. You think it's something on video? Go there in person. I'm like, wow. And the pineapples, they're so cute. And I forgot how you said he grew them. But what my mother-in-law did is she just cut about that much off the top of the yellow and just planted it, and hers grew. And then he had tomato. We was there. Rob, was it in October or November? Was it in October or November that I was there? He still had tomatoes ripening. And pull the bottom leaves off about an inch or so. Huh. You think it was November? But I was like, dang, I mean, he still had tomatoes on the vine ripening. I was like, oh my gosh. Hey, have you heard from Bill? I haven't heard from him in so long. I don't know how him and Rosa are doing. You still have tomatoes. I know the last video I seen you that you was in the greenhouse, you still had them. Don't it take like 2 years for a pineapple to develop, Rob? Or is it 4? We called a week or so back. The last time I talked to him was months ago. About 2 years. I know it takes a long time. At least 2 years. Okay. Well, shoot, Betty, you've got all that invested in it now. You might as well just see how big she gets. My mother-in-law grew them off of hers, but I can't remember. I knew it took a long time. Oh, I know. Hey, Justin. I love fresh pineapple. But man, he has all sorts of stuff growing in there. He had ginger and turmeric. Oh, I'll be darned. Was it turmeric? Was it turmeric, Rob? I think Rob has avocado trees growing too. I think he does. I think he has an avocado growing. I can't remember. He had so much stuff. I was so overwhelmed, y'all. I was like, holy moly. I told Rick, I said, I want one of these so bad. But I was amazed at how much stuff he had growing. I mean, it's not a tiny greenhouse, but it's not dramatically huge either. It's still pretty. I was right. He has an avocado growing. And he has fig trees, muscadines. I hope mine are going to live. Because if not, I'm going to cry. They lost all their leaves. Is that normal? You can grow anything if you want to eat it. Now, is it normal for my muscadines to lose their leaves? Oh, okay. Well, that's good then. Because when it lost its leaves, I thought, oh, God, I killed it. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I got these muscadines from Rob. I've already killed them. It's kind of like a grape, sort of. Yes, I did. Was I not supposed to? If you're telling me I'm not supposed to, I'll go dig them up and put them back in the. Get away from there. Put them back in the pot. Oh, okay. Because I thought, oh, I done screwed up again. Because if it can be screwed up, trust me, brother, I can screw it up. Oh, you got some good fig cuttings this year. I was trying to remember, Rob, what was it? Was it an apple tree you grafted? You know what, Justin? I don't know. You might try that. I just put mine in an incubator and grow my chickens. Oh, was it peaches you grafted? Now, paper shell pecans. Is that a tree that has to be grafted? You know what, though? It is a pretty funny idea. But I'll tell you what, you do not plant hard boiled eggs. We hid some in some pots one year, and the pot had dirt in it, and we just took a plug of grass out and set on top of the egg for the kids to hunt. Well, it was about in there was a few eggs they didn't find, and we couldn't remember where they were hid. So I would say it was probably July, August, really, really hot weather. And my mom had sent some plants out to me. And I got my pots, and here I was. Man, I'll shove that. I shoved that little shovel down in there, and the egg popped. Oh Lord, y'all! I heaved and heaved and heaved. It was ripe. It it was really bad. You had to feed your stove. Oh my gosh! And I found the eggs that we had forgot where they were hid. You're highly allergic to bees, but you'll mess with snakes. Girl, there's something wrong. Yeah. Oh, Justin, I was a gagging. I threw that pot away. I wasn't going to wash that nasty, smelly thing. Oh, it was so horrible. And I mean, it exploded when I hit it with that shovel. Ooh. Just thinking about it, I can smell that that smell. And oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm. So, never put Easter eggs in one of your good pots. Oh, yes, it was putrid. I don't even think it, I mean, a skunk stinks, but I don't think it stinks that bad. And I can't stand the smell of the skunk. Not that Asian. Oh. Oh. Oh, Betty, I was in the vehicle the other day and this song come on, and I hadn't heard this song since probably the 80s. And I busted out laughing, and all I could think about was you. You know that song, I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese. All I can do is think about you, darling. But as soon as it started that, you come up in my mind and I about rolled. I was wanting to record that song and send it to you so bad. Uh, yeah, she is. She's half. Oh, that don't even. I had a deep fried Oreo. They're nasty. Mm-mm. I've never had a deep fried drinky. Oh no, they're nasty. Sonic in town made some, and my son come out here with ice cream, and he goes, "Try this, Mom. Try this. It's awesome." I didn't know what it was. I bit into it. I was like, "Oh." I handed him that cookie and I said, "No more, please." And he had even dipped it in the ice cream. And I was like, "Mm-mm." I said, "I don't know what that is, but that crap is nasty." But I'm not. Betty thinks I'm weird. I'm not a big chocolate fan. I love peanut butter. I love Reese cups. But I don't want chocolate by itself, or unless it's hot cocoa. I like hot cocoa. Yes, Cheston, it is. It is, unless it's Kentucky Fried Chickens, and then it's pretty decent. But Betty laughs at me. Anything that contains peanut butter, this girl loves it. Not so crazy about chocolate. And Betty just goes, "You're not normal." Yes, I do eat the peanut butter fudge and let the family have the chocolate. Oh, I will not share my peanut butter fudge with them. I'll give them all the chocolate. I don't mind Kentucky Fried Chickens, but I like Twinkies. I've never, no, pinto beans are nasty. I like some sweets. I don't eat a lot of sweets unless it's peanut butter. Now, you get me peanut butter, I can sit, I I can take a spoon, get me a big old spoon of peanut butter, put the lid on it, and just sit and eat peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Oh my lands, Rob, have you've never had Betty's fried rice? It's amazing. Yes, creamy peanut butter. I've never had a stuffed pork chop. I love fried fish, but I prefer out of all the fish, I prefer catfish. And they say you're not supposed to eat catfish, but I love catfish. Oh, Rob, I understand. See, that's why I hate beans. Because every night, 6 days a week, we had beans and taters. And if we changed it up, it was taters and beans. The only day we'd have breakfast, and then for lunch we had beans and taters. For supper we had beans and taters. For 6 days a week. On Sundays, Mama would fix a pork chop or fried chicken. I wished every day would have been Sunday because from the time I was born until the time I was married and out of that house, we had beans and taters every freaking day, 6 days a week. 18 years of beans and taters, 6 days a week. I refuse beans. See, that's the way I am about beans, Rob. I can live the rest of my life and not miss beans. Now, I don't mind beans if they're in chili. I don't mind beans or if they're in soups. Do not hand me a bowl of beans and cornbread. No, 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 no. Oh, you're venturing into bonsai fruit trees. I've never heard of a bonsai fruit tree. Oh, yes, Southern fried chicken. I know real chili doesn't have beans, but we put beans in it to make it go further because poor folk have poor ways. But I will eat beans in chili and I will eat bean dip. But if somebody told me you would have to live the rest of your life and never eat a bean again, pinto beans such as that, I would be a happy camper as long as they didn't take my green beans. See, I don't like sweet cornbread. I don't want I don't want cake and beans. I don't know. Exactly, Rob. Exactly. Now when I was younger, I loved sweet cornbread. Now that I'm older, I do not want my cornbread sweet. I want regular cornbread. Oh, that reminds me of when you said that, Rob. I was so happy. I was, I had baked a cake and it was my school project, okay? I was to take this cake to school and I had it sitting out on the counter. I had to bake it from scratch, had to have my recipe, and I had to frost it. So I had it sitting out on the counter to cool so I could frost it. My dad comes in, Mama has beans on the stove. Dad gets beans out. He reaches into my pan of cake, just reaches in there, breaks out a chunk, and crumbles it up in his beans. And I'm sitting here looking at this man like, I was so mad. I was so upset with him. And he tasted that and he looked at Mom. He said, well, shit, Todd. He said, you made that darn sweet cornbread. He said, it tastes just like cake. Mom turned around and see what he'd done because the cornbread was still in the oven. She looked at him. She goes, J.E., you just put that kid's cake in your beans. Yes, cornbread and butter. Oh, honey butter. I love honey butter. Y'all, I think this has been about 4 hours again. I am going to have to get off of here. But yeah, I like cornbread, but I don't want sweet cornbread. When I was a kid, I've never had pumpkin butter. I love honey butter. And the have y'all ever used the copycat version of the Roadhouse honey butter? Oh my gosh. And the copycat version of the Roadhouse dinner rolls? Oh my gosh. I love apple butter. I love pear butter. I've never had peach butter. I've never had pumpkin butter. There was something else I never had. You had to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Sure. I've never had peach butter. Honey butter sopped up. Yeah. Pear butter is awesome. I mean, it's a couple of years. Well, I lived at the lake. I made 18 quarts of pear butter. 18 quarts. lasted 2 months with my kids. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. 2 months. Well, y'all, I'm going to have to be getting off of here. If I'd have known you had some, I'd have come and got some. You'll have to let me know next year. I keep seeing that fan go like that, and it keeps hitting that hairband, and it distracts me. Oh, thank you. My chickens have finally started laying. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Vi. I'm so happy my girls have finally started laying. They quit laying for over 6 months. I was like, y'all's fixing to go in a pot. They've started laying again. Rum pears. I ain't never heard of such. Have a good morning, Joe. Yeah, I got to get off of here. So, well, y'all, I don't know if I'll do a live tomorrow night. I enjoy sitting up talking to y'all. But I know I will be Friday night, and we will be having a giveaway Friday night. It will be after hubby goes to bed. So it will be sometime after 10 o'clock Friday night. And we'll have another giveaway and play our little game similar to what we did tonight. We'll just make it a little bit different. So remember, y'all, the world is a better place because y'all are in it. Please don't ever forget it. And I do love y'all, each and every one. Y'all take care. Bye. Is it going to end?